Hello, hello, hello. It's going. It's going interestingly. I forgot to put my phone on mute. Oh no. Uh so here I am. Have everything set up. In fact, it was like 11:15. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm chilling." So I'm going over the stream from yesterday, just looking for things that I'm like, "Oh, maybe I want to clip that or maybe, you know, just going through it." And I get to a part in the stream, and it's like, ah, yes, I drink some of my drink that I usually have, and I was like, oh yeah, and I went to look at where I usually keep my drink. Guess what wasn't there? Because I forgot about it. So 5 minutes before 11. Oh no. Yeah. Anyway, I was panicking. I was like, oh shit. Quickly grabbed the drink. Quickly reset up. I was cutting it close though. um Trying to remember. It might have been 11:25 because I was like, I wasn't was I sitting down by 11:15? I think I was still setting stuff up at 11:15. So it was 11:25. Numbers aren't working right now, okay? Leave me alone. Um oh yeah. Besides that little panic, I ate food, which was good. I don't really think I have anything else. I mostly chilled all day, so you know, it's probably for the best. Um, really excited to continue on though, cause I don't remember, but I remember when we ended, I was like, oh yeah, it's getting close to the end now. Don't quote me on that though. I might be entirely wrong, but if we are getting close to the ending, I'm really excited. Um, I'm just really excited to play more. Honestly, I love this game so much. Um, yeah. I'm gonna go over to it now. Yeah, it's a good thing. I was like debating because I was like, pasta, but pasta takes so much energy to make. Not really. Like logically, I know it doesn't take that much energy, but it feels like it takes a lot of energy. So I was like, I just want something easy. However, I couldn't get mashed potatoes because I used this special container to make my mashed potatoes. It's not a container; it's a measuring cup. I We have two, and I've used both already. So I was like, damn it, can't get mashed potatoes. What else do I got? I got toaster strudel. That's not gonna fill me up, I don't think, and oatmeal. So I just ended up eating that. It was interesting, cause usually the oatmeal packets, the blueberry ones, don't bother me much because the blueberries are so freaking small that you can't taste the blueberries. They've changed the blueberry packet. Oatmeal is good. They've changed the blueberry packet to where the blueberries are bigger now, and I'm like, what? What? No, this was not the deal. How do you keep all the other fruits the same when everyone likes those more and change the blueberries to have the bigger fruits in them? What? Annoyed me, but it's fine. It's the off-brand oatmeal company than we usually do, so can't complain too much. uh, it is. I ended up getting fruit variety this time because I didn't see any brown sugar. I like the apple cinnamon and brown sugar mixed together is freaking delicious. But I like brown sugar and the apple cinnamon, like most. Those are my favorites. And then it's banana. I don't know why the banana just tastes good to me. Yeah. I suppose I should go to the game now. Huh. Yeah, I do it because it's just easier. Hold on. Okay, we're good. It's just easier to use 2 packets and then just put some oats in instead of using 1 packet and putting oats in. I don't know why. It's just the way I do it. Yeah, so I just mix and match and it's really yummy. There we go. Karma. What was that? I heard that audio. That was weird. Okay, well, it's fine. We're fine. We're here. We're all good. Okay. I've been at the margin for a couple of months now, and I still haven't managed to do a single good deed. Oh, baby girl. Yeah. Today I went out to town with Waltz to buy ingredients for parfait. The 2 of us have been very quiet, which is uncharacteristic for Waltz. Princess. What? Did Karma explain why he wasn't coming with you today? Princess? Does Waltz not like my company? Waltz is over here like, hey, I know you 2 are like close, so I just wanted to make sure you know that why he wasn't with you. Meanwhile, she's over here like, we're not close. That man is not my friend. What are you talking about? Is that why he's asking why? Is that why he is asking why he had to fill in for Karma? He said he was tired. Oh. Waltz turns his head, his eyebrows frowning. Farrowing. I don't know. In confusion. The town feels different today. It does. I feel as if there are people watching us. Hey, you know the town feels different. How so? It feels like people are stalking us. What a great Waltz. Sir, there are better ways to say that. How can you tell? With practice. I've had a lot of eyes on me when doing my puppet shows, after all. Even before then, I was used to being watched, I guess. Before you were cursed. Why? Well, I was more conspicuous as an adult, I guess. An adult. Oh, right. You have the Neverland curse. You remembered. Yes, I have the Neverland curse. I told you what that was in the tavern once. You are stuck as a child when you should be a man. Right. It's a little inconvenient, but I've gotten used to it. Waltz is so much more straightforward about his curse than Karma. The 2 of us go into a store where we find the little cups that Parfait asked us to buy. After I pay, Waltz automatically picks up the bags. His help is nice for a change. I've become so accustomed to carrying the bags on my own. So, have you made any progress on your good deeds? As you can see from my necklace, I have not. But you have changed. I still don't see how I have changed at all. Karma hasn't taught me anything about doing good. Sometimes in order to do good, you need to realize some things about yourself first. Maybe Karma's not so bad at helping you with that. He is selfish, flamboyant, and acts as if the world revolves around him. Okay, take out the flamboyant part and Mel's? Mel's? I think that's you. But you're still partnered with him. I am. I am okay with Karma's company. Most of the people judge and shun me. But Karma hasn't done that, and he's even mentioned joining my company. I've become more tolerant of him, too. Oh, Princess! Walt's eyes light up, and I see him pointing ahead to a crowd of people gathered around the center of the town. A woman stands in front of the middle of the crowd telling people's fortunes. We should go see if we can get our fortunes told. Come on. The crowd around the woman only grows larger until nearly half of the plaza has been taken up. I find myself pushed around in the crowd as I try to follow Waltz. The crowd is so dense, though, and in no time at all I've lost him. Waltz! I call for him, but I do not see him over the dozens of people in front of me. I'll wait for him at the outskirts of the crowd. He should be able to find me. I make my way out of the crowd into the edges of an alleyway. But Waltz does not appear. 10 minutes go by, and I consider walking back into the crowd when I hear a voice behind me. Are you looking for someone, madam? I feel someone grab my hand. I stop them away and take a step back. When I turn, I find a man standing behind me in the alleyway. Didn't mean to startle you. What do you want? I want to help you to return to the palace, Princess Melody. You know who I am. I do, Princess, and I can lead you back to the palace. Who are you? Someone who's working for the king. But the king does not remember me. The only people that would remember me are witches, fairies, and those with a curse. So who exactly is this man? You're lying. Princess, why would I ever lie to you? Now come, I'm sure everyone at the palace will be very happy to see you. The man grabs my hand roughly and begins to try to pull me through the alleyway. The first thing I try to do is scream, but the man clamps his free hand over my mouth. And we're getting kidnapped. You know, great way to start this off. We're getting kidnapped. This is great. This is great. The crowd is getting further from us and no one can see us in the shadows. Princess, I swear on my word, I'm bringing you back to the palace. I don't know, like, SteamScout. Really intriguing ones with lots of depth, as you can tell, as we get kidnapped. I do love every single game. I'm like, it's just a cute romance game. Ends up, you know, kidnapping, murder, cults. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Like, part of me is like, okay, wait for an opening. That's the smart decision, right? But then again, is she smart enough? No offense, Mel's, but like, is our girl smart enough to actually be able to take an opening? We're fighting back. I have to fight back. Maybe I can still draw people's attention to me. I try to squirm my way out of the man's arms, but it does not work. He chuckles lightly at me until I elbow him in the stomach. For a few moments that I am free, I try to run, but all too soon the man grabs me again with the same punishing grip over my mouth and nose to stop me from screaming. Where's your chloroform, my guy? You are missing an important ingredient here. Full French probably isn't that smart. Exactly! That's why I fought back immediately. Like, it's better for her to make a scene than wait until they're out of the way and then try. Like, no one's gonna notice that. Better that somebody notices, you know? You're a real feisty one, aren't you? This feels rushed. Because, like, where's your chloroform? Where's, like, anything to keep her silent, my guy? You are the worst kidnapper. I feel like I might faint. In one last attempt to get free, I tug at the man's hand with my own and manage to shift it just enough until I can bite down on it. Ow! The man screams in pain, his grip finally loosening. I can hear him curse as I run away from him. Yeah, take that, fucker. A human, bite mark is apparently, like, super dangerous, so, you know. A few minutes later, I realize I've gone in the wrong direction. God damn it. God damn it! I soon come to a dead end in the alleyway, and I can hear the man running up behind me. What is this I see before me? I look to see Karma standing on the rooftop right above us, in his disguise, holding a sword, a broad grin on his face. Madam, you might hurt yourself playing with that sword. Exactly! I hope you get infected and die, Mr. Worst kidnapper. Might hurt yourself playing with that sword. You might want to put it down. Oh, sir. Oh, buddy. What's this, sir? Do you feel threatened by me? You should. Karma jumps down from the building and raises his sword in front of him. His eyes are angry, his earlier jovial personality fallen away. Anyone that attacks a lady has to pay for the crime. Karma rushes forward, moving faster than I can see, even in his long dress. The glint of the sword causes the man to fall backwards, loosening his grip on me. I step back from the man's hold and watch as Karma points his sword at the man's neck. Now, I have a sword, and you do not. Do you really want to test your luck, sir? This isn't worth it. So you're being paid. Who the fuck is it? The man runs off, leaving me alone with Karma in the alleyway. What's this? You were a lot cockier just a few moments ago. I breathe out slowly as relief washes over me. Princess! Waltz approaches from where the man had run. So, did you meet the coward fellow on your way here? I bumped into a man who looked like he was running from death. Well, he's not gonna get far. Death is currently on his hand, so... Oh my, I feel oddly accomplished. Karma and Walt's voices become faded and indistinct as my vision blurs. I am suddenly light on my feet. All the adrenaline from earlier has dissipated into thin air. I feel tired. That's the adrenaline leaving, sweetie. Sit down. Princess! Before I can collapse, I feel arms pulling me back up. Rest easy, Princess Melody. I close my eyes and fall into blackness. I want to know what happened when we got back. Like, walks in with a fainted princess. What the hell happened? So she was almost kidnapped? When I wake up, Anise is setting a tray of food down on my bedside table. She does not notice as I slowly rise from the bed. Anise. Oh, Princess, you're up. We were worried about you. Lady Delora and Lady Parfait said you were just out because of shock, but still... Oh yeah, shock. Shock's the other one. I forgot that leads to the menu. I thought that was the design choice. My bad. How long have I been asleep? Just a few hours, Princess. Don't worry about chores for now. Lady Delora says that if you're feeling better later, you can use Mr. Broom. Fuck off. Just thinking about using Mr. Broom gives me a headache. Where are Karma and Waltz? Waltz is scouting the town looking for the man that captured you. And Karma? I think he might be in his room, Princess. He's got patrol tonight, so he's resting a little bit. If he has patrol tonight, that must mean he was resting this morning too. How did he know I needed help? Do you need anything else, Princess? No. I'm going to visit Karma. I forgot what the answer to this is. What? To thank him. However, he knew. If Karma hadn't been there, things would not have ended so well. Yes. Is Karma the one that hired the thug? Why would he do that? That'd be weird as hell. If he did, I don't remember. I saw the thing, like, there is one person, but he a puppy dog. Wait. Okay, it could have been him, actually. Could have been him. Okay, I don't know. No, Karma's weird. I don't doubt he is weird. He is weird, but let's hope, you know, that he's not that toxic. Jeez. Yes. That's sweet, princess. Please don't be the one that hired the man. Oh, Lady Delora wants to talk to you about what happened when you're feeling up to it. Okay. I wait until Anise leaves the room before I follow after her. It is only after I exit my room that I realize I do not know where Karma's room is. Anise must have assumed that I had already known, with us being partners and all. It's fine. I do not need Anise's assistant for this. I can find Karma's room on my own. It takes me some time, but eventually I find a name with his... I'm gonna reread that. It takes me some time, but eventually I find a room with his name on the door in careful, flowery letters. It suits him. I simply open the door without thinking to knock. It was bad. It was. Melanie! This is why you knock before going into rooms. Do not just walk into rooms. Hey, actually, do want to point out. He has a tattoo here that's of a rose. That's not foreshadowing. I expect to see Karma lying in bed, but instead he's standing in front of a mirror, changing his clothes. Princess? Oh. I do not think I've ever seen a shirtless man before. I'd be concerned if you had, princess. Oh, no, sir! No. You don't get to smirk. Bad. Oh, indeed. He turns to me, and the realization that he is just standing there. Just... This is fucking with my head, too. The realization that he is standing there, just in his pants, hits me hard in the stomach. My face feels incredibly, uncomfortably warm. Why are you just standing there? Put on your clothes! And then I notice the large tattoo on his chest. It is a rose ensnared by many vines. I stare at it for a few moments before Karma puts a hand there to conceal it. It is rude to come into a lady's room unannounced, you know. Karma slips his usual dress on carefully over his head, then approaches me. I know the reason why is like sprites and all, but I love the implications that he somehow managed to just slip this entire piece, corset and all, over his head. And put in the accessories. Like, that's one magic ass dress, my man. I wish it took 2 seconds to do that. That'd be awesome. I step back without realizing. Karma raises an eyebrow. So let's put it on like that. Right? Like, damn. You know, I love some tricks and tips from your Karma. Karma raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me mischievously. It is a familiar look, but it rattles me more now than it ever has before. My princess, you're as red as a tomato. Are you okay? Does this man always need to point out the obvious? I'm glad I'm not that oblivious to teasing, you know? I'm fine. There's no need to shout, darling. Now, what did you come here for? To see me, the beautiful Karma? Does everything always have to revolve around you? Well, you are breaking into my room. I am barely able to stifle a laugh. Or, hold on, fuck. I am barely able to stifle a sigh. Well, I cross my arms and frown at him. His smile makes it harder to get my next words out. I came here to thank you. Do my ears deceive me? What did you say, princess? Princess, thank you for saving me. I saw you fight back. That was a very admirable attempt. You saw me. Yes, as you were coming to the end of the alleyway. But I didn't manage to escape. It doesn't matter, princess. You certainly made an effort. But I digress. You're quite welcome, princess. It was my pleasure. Okay. I should leave. Good melody. Wait, what? I turn to leave, but Karma grabs my hand and pulls me back. But princess, don't you owe me something? So Karma was expecting something in return after all. I should have known. I think you owe me an apology. You did come into my room unannounced after all. What is he talking about? Since you broke into my room, I demand you help me with my makeup. And then the makeup that you are currently wearing? Okay. And then I will forget your transgression. Your makeup? Yes, darling. I thought you were resting because you were going on patrol tonight. Resting? Nonsense! I have much to do. My makeup earlier was so messy that I washed my face in order to reapply it. I cannot believe I'm going to agree to this. Fine. Ah, what a splendid day today is. Come, princess. Let's do this by a mirror. Karma pulls me over to the mirror, where I can see both our faces reflected. He has a surprisingly variety of makeup on the dresser beside him. Damn, Karma making me feel good about myself, you know? I have, like, tons of makeup. I have an entire, like, makeup travel bag full of makeup. And even then, there are some stuff that's outside of the travel bag. I got a lot of stuff, man. Karma pulls me over to the mirror where I can see both our faces. I do not even care that much for my appearance. Why am I helping Karma with his makeup? Now, which feature in the face do you think is the most important one to highlight, princess? The eyes. No. What are your eyes attracted to most on a person's face? When they're laughing? When they smile? Why is he asking me for my opinion on something so trivial? If someone was smiling, the first feature I look on their face would be their lips. Because they're smiling. At least that's my thought. I can understand the eyes, but like, for me, it doesn't even make eye contact with someone. Nope. But I don't understand the cheeks. Why would you look at their cheeks? That okay. I'm going with lips. Despite myself, I find my hey, Melody, I didn't mean like that. No, girl. I find my gaze dropping to Karma's lips. Why do I feel like walking into a trap? The lips? My princess, I didn't think I'd ever hear you say that you looked at my lips when I smiled. I did not say that. Oh, but you did. And princess, I do believe you're blushing. Even though Karma never said that he was referring to his features, I thought of his lips anyway. The thought makes my heart flop, though I do not have the faintest idea why. We are in the denial stage here. Anyway, I agree. Though eyes are important, a smile isn't quite as brilliant without the lips. without the lips? I try to imagine a smile without lips and shudder. Sorry, Princess, I misspoke. Try to dispel the image from your mind. Anyway, I'll let you choose the order of things. Fine. Just don't make me look like a clown, Princess. I know how much you like to tease me, but I need to get out of here quickly today. If you need to leave quickly, shouldn't you do your makeup yourself? And miss the opportunity to have you help me? Nonsense! If I can, I'll have you help me with my hair some other time. The way you do yours is beautiful. I always put effort into my hair, as Mother always emphasized the importance of looking like a princess. Looking like a princess involves that hairstyle? Really? Like, no offense, girl, I have kind of the same, but like... that hairstyle? I mean... kinda, I guess? I don't know. For some reason, that type of hairstyle always rings more childish to me. It absolutely can work on grown adults and whatnot. It just feels more playful. That's a good word. It feels a lot more playful than what you would normally associate with royalty, which is like regal elegance. But I've never received a compliment on my hairstyle before. Karma gives me his makeup supplies, and I start layering the color on his face. When we are this close, I can't help but carefully inspect every one of his features. I do not think I even did something like this with Mother. You know, Princess, I don't think I deserve your thanks. I pause and raise an eyebrow at him. What? You've been helping me for a while, and I haven't helped you with your curse at all. What I did today was just a coincidence. Coincidence? I'd heard you went to town with Walt, so I followed you too. So he didn't pay for the thug, but he was stalking us. Okay. So I followed you too. I only happened to catch what happened in the alleyway. You managed to see me. You managed to see me even... That's not bad. It's not much better. It's really not, Karma. Karma. Even when there were many other people who didn't. I have good eyes, probably. Oh, yeah, that... way to just kind of undercut the fact you were following one person in particular. Probably. It's not like you to be so humble. Melody, I am, once again, offended. You always are. And why were you following us in the first place? You said you were too tired to go into town today. I was worried. It was strange not accompanying you today. Worried? Why would you be worried? Karma looks puzzled for a few moments. He glances at himself in the mirror solemnly, then shrugs. Intuition, perhaps. Waltz mentioned something about feeling watched. Is there something that Waltz and Karma are watching out for that I am not? Karma closes his eyes momentarily, and I take the opportunity to dust his eyes with the eyeshadow. He does not seem to mind. Princess, you haven't spoken about what happened today with Delora or Parfait, have you? No, not yet. You came to thank me first. Yes. Oh. Karma falls into silence, and I continue to work, sweeping blush on his high cheekbones. Princess, do you know anything about the man who tried to drag you away today? No. He said only that he worked for the king, before telling me he could take me back to the palace. I wonder how he recognized you. I was wondering that myself. How curious and alarming. The only ones that should pose a problem at this time are witches. Witches? What do they want to do with me? Well, I only mean that witches are the only ones who can see through our curses, and the other people who are cursed, Karma. Don't be trying to backtrack now! So that man spoke with a witch? It is possible. But why? Why would witches want me back at the palace? Or was that man trying to lead me somewhere else? Well, I suppose either way, the man couldn't have wanted to bring me back to the palace for a good reason. Is it possible that a witch gave a commoner description of you? But then why would... Karma stops talking and looks up at me with something like sympathy. Sorry, I'm just running my head for ideas. Oh, buddy. Are all the witches really dangerous? And what do they want with me in the first place? Ooh. I love how I know the answer to this. I can't say the answer to this because that's like a giant spoiler, but it's like... Yeah. Yep. Rest assured, princess, we will figure this out. I nod my head slowly. I have a lot of questions for Delora and Parfait, but it is possible that even they might not know everything. I need to think on my own as well, just in case they decide to keep more of their secrets. I look at Karma and shake my head. Next time, I will be more wary. I will not let myself be caught unaware. Before I realize it, Karma has his hand on my cheek and is staring at me solemnly. His eyes are cold and unmoving as steel. Princess, there won't be a next time. That's what I said. Next time, I'll make sure that you are definitely not alone. Had I been alone today, I might have actually been kidnapped. I know that, but I cannot show weakness. I just need to be more cautious. I'm not some damsel in distress, you know. Having someone at your back is far more comforting. Even on the battlefield, knights fight better together. What's wrong? Nothing. He moves his hand away from my face and stands up, sighing. His eyes look suddenly distant and his posture is stiff. I think we're about done here, right? I haven't finished your makeup, though. Wait, why am I even concerned about that? Oh, sometimes simple is better. Or would you like me to sit back down? I do enjoy being pampered by you, princess. I take it back. We are definitely done. Good. Thank you for your hard work. Oh. In an instant, the mood changes, and a bright smile once again graces Karma's face. As much as I hate to do this, I'm going to have to leave you, darling. I have business in town and then a patrol later tonight. I probably won't see you for the rest of the day, but thank you. He is thanking me for putting on his makeup? It was such a small thing. You're welcome. You already thanked me, though. And now you can tell I'm twice as thankful as the normal person. That doesn't make any sense, but it's Karma. A lot of things he says does not make any sense. Fair enough, fair enough. I leave the room with Karma, and he leaves the tavern as soon as I go... He leaves the tavern as I go to find Parfait and Delora. The two of them are seated together in the reception, speaking in hushed voices when I arrive. They both pause to look up at me as I walk into the room. Well, well, if it isn't the princess. Took you long enough to come see... Delora, we were just almost kidnapped. Shut the fuck up. Anise told us you were unharmed. We're glad to see you safe, princess. So, how about telling us what happened? When prompted, I tell them everything that transpired in the alleyway. The two listen, and only exchange a solemn glance when I am done. Do you know something about all of this that I don't? Why would there be witches? Why would the witches be after me in the first place? You remember what we said about the 10 corrupting witches? Well, those witches don't like seeing curses broken. They meddle where they can because they can. That's why I cast a glamour on you when you arrived here, so that you could remain hidden from magical eyes. I did it to protect you. To protect me? I feel like there's more to this that they are hiding. But I do not think any amount of convincing will get them to say anything. Forgive us, princess. We're not entirely sure what's going on either. Though if it was a human that captured you, he must be working with the witches somehow. Troublesome, to say the least, but we don't know the details yet. Give us some time to figure things out. Until we figure out who that man is and who he is working for, you need to have an escort with you out of the margin at all times. Do you understand? And once you figure it out, you will tell me? The two exchange another look, which only makes me more frustrated. That is a no. That is a solid no. They're obviously keeping secrets, and right in front of me. We'll tell you once everything falls into place. Don't worry, princess. We would never let you be put in any danger. The silence is what ends our conversation. I make my way back to my room, feet heavy. I feel like a fly caught in a spider's web. I try my best to clear my mind as I return to my room. Karma! The days go by slowly, and I make no progress with my curse. Karma is busy with the knights today, and Delora and Parfait are busy talking with Rumple about his curse in his room. Tonight is the perfect night to go and wander the town by myself. Melody! It's only been a few days since we were almost kidnapped. I don't think that's a smart decision. I need to go see if I can find out anything about the witches and what is happening around the kingdom. Delora and Parfait are not going to tell me anything, and no one has wanted to take me out of the margin since the kidnapping attempt. I can't blame them, honestly. These thoughts spiral helplessly in my mind as I sit at a table. I have just finished working for the day, and the activity in the margin is beginning to wind down. Garland stands at the door for the last few customers. As the last few customers leave the margin, Jillian is walking around the room to make sure there are no problems. At the corner of my eyes, I notice two men pause halfway across the room to glance back at her. I overhear their words from where I am. Shame that she's a knight, eh? She's the proud type, too proud to let a man dote on her. Shame indeed. But do you think if I tried to say something to her, you too? Garland is suddenly standing behind the two men, an uncharacteristically dark glare on his face. Is there a problem? Doors are closing for tonight. I'm going to ask you to please leave. No need to be No need to be so uptight, lad. We're on our way out now. The two men walk out, and Garland stands in the middle of the tavern area, glaring after them. He more or less pushed them out of the tavern. If Anise had seen that, she probably would have scolded him. Garland? You okay? Of course. You think you can fool me? I've known you long enough to know that something's bothering you. Neither of the knights seem to notice me here. If they do, they ignore me. Uh-oh. I'll be in the middle of this lover's quarrel here. Julian is still looking insistently at Garland, who looks down at the floor. Is he going to say something to her? Garland says nothing, though. He looks at a loss for words. Finally, Julian reaches out and pokes his shoulder. He looks up startled. Still the same as always, the silent, watchful knight. Only says things with certainty when he knows they're the truth. Even the princess is waiting for you to say something. Both knights turn to look at me, and Garland seems surprised. I raise an eyebrow to him, and he hurriedly looks away. Patrol is starting soon. I'll head up first. Okay, stay safe. Garland nods at her with a little smile before he leaves the tavern. Going to sleep soon, princess? I was going to head up. I stand up and get ready to move to my room, but stop once more to look at Julian. Did you hear what those men were saying? Oh, about me being too proud or something? So she did hear them, but chose to say nothing. It doesn't bother me. They're right. I've been independent for a long time, and I would never think about pledging my safety to a man I barely know. I can take care of myself. Blunt and to the point. Julian was really admired for that honesty in the palace. The only other men I've trusted before are my fellow knights. Garland most of all, since we've always been partners. She does not explain any further. I decide that is for the better. As soon as everyone has cleared out, the sooner everyone has cleared out, the sooner I can leave the margin. Tonight is the night I go looking for answers. Sorry, Karma. But I can handle myself. I'm going to prove it tonight. Oh god. I may not be able to fight, but I can still be cautious enough not to land myself into trouble.